Thanks, everyone. Good evening, and thank you for being here. My name is Mark Histed, and I'm a brain scientist. I'm at NIH, but I'm here as a citizen. We stand here today at a moment of the greatest assault in our lifetimes on our freedoms. The U.S. Constitution is being shredded. This administration, the White House, is lawlessly ignoring the Constitution, and the Supreme Court is lawlessly signing off on it. We are here today to call on Congress to stand up and stop it. Our coalition of civil servants delivered a letter to Congress this week with the same message we bring today. Based on reporting, things inside the government are far worse than are widely appreciated. We call on Congress today to pass measures that rein in Trump's lawlessness and protect the American people. More than 2,000 federal workers and thousands of allies have bravely signed that letter, many of them risking their careers to do so. You will hear from some of them today. We see this Trump lawlessness in the mass firings, the rifts in the spring. Tens of thousands of employees across the government were fired, 10,000 in the health agency, HHS. These mass firings harmed all Americans. They hurt people getting medical care, those who want safe drugs, safe air and water. The firings destroyed cancer research and development of cures. And these mass firings were illegal, lawless, as the district judge found. Yet the Supreme Court let them stand. The president took lawless action, and the Supreme Court signed off. My father is a history teacher. He taught his students, and me, these basic principles of the Constitution. But there are three branches. The Article 1 branch, Congress. The Article 2 branch, the president and executive. And the Article 3 branch, the judiciary. When the Article 2 branch is ignoring the law and the Article 3 branch is lawlessly signing off, the way out, perhaps the only way, is for Congress, intended as the most powerful branch, intended to serve as the voice of the people, to stand up and assert its power. This past Friday night, the conservative Supreme Court majority showed their complete lawlessness. On their shadow docket, the court shredded perhaps the most important part of our Constitution. One of the most basic principles of the Anglo-American political order, dating back centuries, is that Congress, the legislature, has the power of the purse, the power to determine spending. Trump, with Russell Vogt, the Project 2025 lead, now inside the White House, has been taking this power, seizing this power from Congress, and ignoring the Constitution. And late Friday night, as if to hide from public attention, the Supreme Court handed down a ridiculous order that signed off on this lawlessness. There have been threats from Trump that more civil servants will be fired this week, but they already claim the right to lawlessly fire workers. From here, those threats look like a sign of fear. The administration is afraid of Congress standing up. They know that Congress has the power to stop them. They know that the people have the power to stop them. I want to take a second to speak from my expertise as a scientist. American science, the gold standard and world-leading science and information innovation enterprise, is being destroyed. I've talked to scientists around the world who cannot believe that, as a news story said, a scientific superpower is destroying itself. I'll talk about medical research. Last week, headlines read, "Trump is canceling the war on cancer." That is right. Cancer cures for you, for your parents, for the American people, for everyone, are being destroyed. It is happening for other kinds of research too. Alzheimer's research, addiction research, pain research, infectious disease research on diseases from AIDS to Ebola to antibiotic-resistant bacteria. All of this research, all of these potential cures are being blown up in the governments and at universities in all 50 states. Every American should know this, and everyone touched by cancer should know this. A flat budget, a normal budget, is not enough. NIH saw a flat budget this year, NSF saw a flat budget this year, and yet science across the country is still being destroyed by lawless presidential interference. The same is true for immigrants, for the economy, for hospital and health care. The administration is acting lawlessly to harm them. This week in budget negotiations, Congress has a rare moment of leverage to check Trump's executive overreach, and it must stand up and do so. I'm here today at risk. We are all here today at risk to ourselves and our families. There is a risk of lawless retaliation, but I know that all of us here today, have free speech rights to be here and to say this.
Yes.
I and all civil servants have the First Amendment right to speak in our personal capacities about matters of public concern, and this is the utmost matter of public concern. The U.S. Constitution is being shredded by this administration. It must stop. Congress must stand up and stop it. Thank you.